Today we've assembled a group of 8 parents whose kids are in middle school. And all of you have good kids, correct?
Yep.
They're great.
Good grades.
Go to church.
Mine takes out the trash.
I love
Best
them.
in the world.
And your kids have great friends, right?
Of course.
Yeah, they live right next door. Yeah, known them for years.
They're
We
my
trust them.
friends'
I
kids.
love them like my own.
Have your kids and their friends ever experimented with alcohol?
Not my kid.
No way.
He wouldn't
No.
dare.
No,
Not my
no
child.
chance.
Did you know in Utah, by the 8th grade, 1 out of 4 kids has tried alcohol?
Shocking.
Really?
Let's see, there are 8 of you here.
It's their kid.
Don't you point at me.
No.
Don't you
It's
point
not
at
my
me. Don't
kid.
get that shifty eye.
Even good kids are exposed to alcohol, and they need their parents' help to stay alcohol-free. Set clear rules and expectations about no underage drinking. For more tips, visit parentsempowered.org.
Hey, listen, I
Look
saw
at me
her
like
with
that.
little Bob last week.
Underage drinking is a growing problem in Utah.
We have had kids referred to juvenile court as young as 8.
If they start by the age 15, they have a 45% chance of becoming dependent on alcohol.
They get into trouble with the law. They're vulnerable to all kinds of sexually transmitted diseases.
It's a direct cause of using illegal substances. It's the direct cause of my brother's death. You know, the night that he overdosed, he went out with some friends and he came home and he didn't feel well. So like any little boy, he crawled into bed with my parents to feel comforted and to feel better. And he fell asleep there. And the next morning, my mother woke up to find her baby boy dead next to her.
Utah is a controlled state, and meaning that we control the sale and distribution of alcoholic beverages. Liquor companies, or industry we call them, ships product to us, comes to our central warehouse. This is the only one in the state. And then from there, it's put on trucks and delivered to our state liquor stores for sale at the retail level.
We have a duty to distribute and take care of the state's business. We also have a duty to take care of the state's most valuable natural resources, which is our youth.
Certainly nothing that we know good comes out of underage drinking. And we want to protect those kids, make sure they have all the opportunities in life to reach their potential.
The younger they start drinking, the more likely they are to become addicted to the alcohol. And as adults, the harder it is to treat them and get them off the drug.
You just need to stand your ground and you need to just tell them straight up, I'm cooler because I don't drink.
I'm 18 and I've already been approached several times with drugs and alcohol. People asking me, even my friends have asked me, and I've really had an opportunity to stand up for myself and say, no, I do not do that. I don't believe in that. There's no way I could be able to further my education or play softball in college with doing that.
You guys want to be able to be successful in life and you cannot do that with drugs and alcohol.
A teach-in is where a student like myself goes into a classroom, usually a younger age group, and we present alternatives instead of drinking.
We decided instead of doing teach-ins to each 5th grade classroom, we combined all of the 5th grades into one teach-in. We also did that with the 6th grade here at this elementary school.
You can help your friends along. It will really help you in the long run too, because it makes you a stronger person.
Everyone say prevention dimensions. Prevention dimensions.
Prevention Dimensions is a statewide prevention effort. We focus on drug and alcohol prevention. We focus on refusal skills, and then we do some specific social skills building.
The kids learn the songs and they learn the principles, and they love singing the music. They love singing the hooks.
Mind over matter. It's the talk of the town, the chatter. One more time.
And we've even had concerts where the kids choreograph and create movements, and they have different approaches to the different songs. And I know that teachers have used this as a tool to really make a difference in their students' lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2009 Safety and Prevention Day here at the ballpark with are you ready for this? With bees. Everyone give a big hand for the bees.
Prevention works best if we can get a number of different agencies involved and kind of approach students and children from all different angles. So Prevention Day here at the park, we have a couple goals. We're trying to get a prevention message out there. We're also trying to reward those kids who did well this year. Some of our schools, they allow kids to come who had really good attendance or did well with their behavior throughout the school year.
Ask your parents about the dangers of underage drinking so that you can talk to them and learn some very important things and set some goals to keep you safe and healthy.
For me, the coolest thing about Safety and Prevention Day is seeing the kids have an enjoyable time at the ballpark and also watching Steve James handle his prevention program in front of thousands of kids at the ballpark.
This last year for Safety and Prevention Day, we had over 9,400 kids that were bussed in, students, 5th and 6th graders bussed in to the Spring Mobile Stadium to be able to celebrate prevention.
Parents Empowered is the statewide campaign aimed at eliminating underage drinking in Utah.
You have good kids, and they have good friends. But in Utah, by the 8th grade, 1 in 4 kids have experimented with alcohol, and 1 in 10 are regular drinkers. Which means your kids are likely more exposed to alcohol than you think.
I've got more if you guys want one.
Even good kids need their parents' help to stay alcohol-free. To learn more, visit parentsempowered.org.
This campaign, uniquely different than others, it focuses on parents, because parents are the #1 influence on why their kids will choose not to drink. This campaign is not just for Salt Lake, it's not just for the Wasatch Front, it's for the entire state.
What we're trying to do with Parents Empowered is to really reach those parents that have kids that are 8, 10, 12 years old and start talking to them early about some of the dangers of alcohol consumption.
Alcohol may make it difficult for drinkers to keep their balance or hold on to things.
I think the most important piece of all of this is bringing communities together, having everyone be a part of it, bringing partnerships on board, and really focusing the prevention effort to really make it successful and keeping things positive also.
I think it's a matter of working together on this problem. I don't think that there's one particular unit of government or division of government that's going to solve this.
You have to think in terms of total community mobilization, where everybody does collaborate and does do their part, and you have to give some thought about how to organize at the state level and at the community level to bring all your efforts together.
Well, we have found that collaboration goes a long way. We, not only on underage drinking, but on all kinds of other fronts.
Kids learn from what they see, and these kids are watching adult television programs. That's what they're being exposed to, and so they're already thinking that this is something that they may eventually participate in, and so it's good to put a stop to it now before they have the opportunity to accept it later on.
Losing my little brother to an accidental drug overdose was the worst thing I've ever seen. And it all started with saying yes to alcohol in high school. I mean, there's no chance on earth he would have ever tried cocaine or speed or any of the other things that he used if he wouldn't have been drinking underage. I want my brother to be remembered as a hero. Anyone who hears his story, who helps their child say no to drugs or alcohol, or any child who says no because of him, makes him a hero. I want him to be remembered for the amazing, fun, incredible, loving guy that he was.
It's important not to drink because if you don't drink, you can be smarter and healthier. It's important not to drink alcohol because it destroys your liver and your brain, so you're just a numb bum for the rest of your life. Most kids start drinking around 12, 13, so if you get the message out earlier, they're more confident in saying no. They know what to do.